pressure maybe on it?
You know, when something is called out, you know, you do want to push it. You don't want to push it alone. You want to push it with someone so that if you do die, sorry, if you do die, then someone can refrag you, and essentially you're just down to a 4v4 if it was a 5v5. And so that's something that, you know, a lot of teams have to work on, and that's essentially how you clear out roamers. You don't want to die, but if you do, you want someone else there to get that kill.
Looking like what I brought up earlier, Toilet bringing out the Nomad into this round. For people who don't understand Nomad, maybe they're new to this, what are some abilities that Nomad has to give her some good advantages?
So Nomad, her ability is essentially to place a charge or a air jab on a door, window, hole, anywhere essentially on the map, and it sits there until the operator runs in the vicinity of the air jab. And once you deploy it, you'll see the vicinity. So if an operator runs in the vicinity of the air jab, you will get knocked back, kind of like you got pretty much picked up by a tornado and thrown. It kind of looks like it.
Okay.
And so you'll be on your back, and it gives you a couple seconds to peek around the corner and get that kill. And it's just a cutoff runouts, so if you'll hear it, it's like a boom sound. You'll hear it when someone runs out or anything like that. So it's just intel, essentially.
St. Clair will be holding bomb site up on the top floor this time. Round 1 in the books, starting up right now. Let's see how St. Clair, you know, maybe they can get their first round on the board. Maybe Rutgers University will continue their dominance. Imagine roaming in servers downstairs. We have Montaigne pushing in, the Pulse C4 coming out, but getting nothing right now. Let's see if the Pulse actually makes it out, so they don't even frag the Pulse. That's good job on Duzzy to get out of there.
Now they are in Sunrise, so they do have Sunrise control, which is pretty much crucial in attack. But, you know, getting out of that alive is really, really good because, you know, that's still a gun that he has. And so, as you can see, their drones are, you know, kind of scurrying around. And Buddy holding an angle inside of Blue Bar. And this Vigil, you know, imagine playing in Blue Bar, waiting to get the kill, sees the Montaigne, pre-fires the Montaigne, but I don't believe he knows the diffuser is there.
Rapid taking out the IQ. So early pick going to St. Clair.
So Duzzy is now rotating down, trying to help Imagine, you know, pushing back up the stairs. You know, they're holding this Sunrise push pretty well. They have 2 stuck on Sunrise. So essentially they have half the team stuck on Sunrise. As you can see, that Nomad just went off. And it pushed back Imagine. So they're going to try and hold this for even longer.
Duzzy looking like he's about to push in, see if he can pick this Montaigne, but Montaigne looks like he's ready for it. Oh yes, holding that tight corner, followed up by, I'm pretty sure that's a Nomad back there. But the Yokai drone putting in some shots down.
So Zofia and Montaigne are going to push out of Sunrise. They're going to set up their Claymore and just, you know, boycott that site now. Now, they're going to push Blue Bar, Blue Window. So we'll see how, you know, Nomad can push behind and, oh, Buddy
taking out Imagine in Blue Bar. So Blue Bar control going into Rutgers University. They're not even going to opt to push in. They're going to go around. Oh yes, setting up top for the bar push. I'm pretty sure that's bar. Hookah.
Yeah. And so, you know, look at there was about 45 seconds left for when Imagine died. So essentially that is what a roamer wants to do. Waste as much time as possible. And Habana and Montaigne on the hookah balcony, trying to get that hookah push down. But there is someone sitting on main stairs, as well as behind the hookah bar.
So somebody in hookah maybe not noticing that Buddy taking out Rapid, and Montaigne is spot out, so the Jaeger going to take out the stun, and I think they understand that there's a presence in hookah right now. Miss Nautica taking out Toilet, Buddy refragging Miss Nautica, and Buddy taking out JM Beast, so now it's a 1v1 situation. Duzzy taking out 2 characters, and he wins the round with time.
Yeah, so smart play on Duzzy after he took out the two frags. He took them out and just sat behind the couch. He knew he had time. He knew that the that Zofia was in the other site and could not make it to him in time, and just wasting that time was good on his part.
Buddy top fragging on his team with 4 kills in that round. I know it's only the first round, but he's the only one on their team that got kills. So props to him for trying to do his all for that to get that round. But Duzzy coming out on top, giving St. Clair their first round of this match.
So yeah, you see what I mean when roamers do their job. Imagine didn't have to get a kill to make them push fast. When you push fast, you start making mistakes. And essentially, they made mistakes. You know, it did get down to a 1v1 really, really quickly, but they won the round.
We have, instead of a Montaigne, oh yes, taking out the Twitch. So I think they saw the Jaegers taking out their stuns so much they didn't have time to push in because they had to wait for their stuns to go off. The Jaeger was just causing them problems. They want to take out those drones with the Twitch drone. And I think that's a really good pick on Rutgers University side. It's very good adapting to what they struggled with last round. And how are we going to do this? We see Kitchen being held this time for St. Clair on the first floor.
This is, you know, hookah in billiards is essentially the default site. Between teams, it could swap around, but essentially it's hookah, billiards, kitchen service, and then penthouse, and then the double bar. Double bar is iffy, but, you know, holding this site is essentially a little bit harder, but the roam presence by Imagine upstairs on the Vigil. We got Duzzy playing in Sunrise again, and sorry, Rapid is going to play in Blue Bar, it looks like.
Sensor activated.
So the Nomad is going to probably be placed at all the runouts or push up the roamers. So IQ seeing the Vigil on her IQ scanner.
Imagine taking out Buddy off the grapple.
So,
and that's another pick on another grapple player.
So
Imagine with a double kill on IQ.
So I feel like Imagine, because I didn't hear any windows break. So I feel like Imagine on that first kill just sprayed through a window and got a kill. And then at the end on the IQ, just saw the bullet trace and sprayed and got a kill. So him being a roamer and getting 2 kills is really, really big for his team.
A surprise to Imagine, but a welcome one that is. And here we go. Nomad looking like she's about to push in. She's putting down her drone inside there, waiting for the push. Imagine going for the frag, almost getting another frag, but he gets knocked down, it looks like. Very strong presence in the upper level of the building for Rutgers University. Toilet taking out JM Beast on site, spraying through the floor.
So as you can see, Vigil is still downed, and they do not know. Rapid is on the main stairs, and you know now they're gonna get picked up. Now it's gonna be a 4v3. So they're gonna have Imagine staying alive, and that upstairs presence is gonna be hard to contest, but they do look like they have it under control.
St. Clair doing really well to keep Imagine up. I don't think Nomad realized that they got the down. Imagine peek staying close to the corner to get away, and Rapid doing a good job to go and get him.
So Imagine is going to hold upstairs still as hard as he can. Duzzy getting
oh yes,
killed
taking
in
out Duzzy.
Sunrise.
And oh yes, taking out Imagine too. That's a double kill for oh yes. And here we go as they're gonna go in to take site. We got Miss Nautica on smoke, delaying the push a little bit.
Miss Nautica getting flashbang out. Nomad kind of flashes herself, so they're gonna just
oh yes,
get one kill.
Miss Nautica gets a frag, but it's refragged by OES, and it's a one-on-two situation for Rapid.
10 seconds left.
Rutgers University going for the plant.
Rapid's gonna try and flank around through bathroom here and see if he can get any picks that he can. They looks like they're peeking the main door, so it doesn't really look like they're peeking him. Oh, they were peeking him, so they got the 1 kill. Now, Thermite is outside, and he's gonna be holding. He's not gonna be holding an angle. So we'll see if he can get the kill, or if he can just defuse.
One-on-one situation for Rapid. Let's see how he can take this.
So he's gonna try and get the defuse off here. And Thermite
gets the kill, and St. Clair takes round 2 of the match. 2 in a row. St. Clair with a strong start. They're looking hot in game 2.
So very, very well played by Rapid. You know, he goes for the counter defuse, knows that Thermite's going to peek, and gets off the defuse and pre-fires that window, getting the kill. Thermite trying his hardest to sprint past that window, but does not make it out alive.
Not to mention Miss Nautica holding that kitchen spot, getting that 1-1 frag on site to give Rapid that situation, that 1v2 situation.
Yeah, Miss Nautica getting that frag really did put put the team in a good spot. Instead of a 1v3, it is a 1v2. So all he really had to do was pick off 2 people. But you know, it is hard to do.
Props to Rutgers University though, bringing it back down to a 1v2 after Imagine gets that double kill right at the start. Very well played by them.
Yeah, they did. They slowed their push down a little bit. They did have to push with very, very minimal seconds left, but they slowed their push down and they took it back.
And it looks like Thatcher coming out instead of the Habana. They're switching it up, and Mira comes out instead of the Echo. What that is, I like to see that. I used to be a Mira main. Excited to see her get played.
Mira, I believe they're gonna go penthouse here. Yeah, they're in penthouse. So Mira is pretty good on this site. So we'll see how JMB's plays her on this site. There's always different strategies for Mira, but you know, essentially it's going to be the double Mira. And so I have a feeling that Duzzy is going to be playing downstairs in the Pulse. Inside the kitchen area, Rapid is going to also be roaming. And yeah, so as you can see, she's making her Mira holes there.
Now, Mira has to be aware that there is a Twitch drone on, so she doesn't want her walls to be taken down right away. Twitch able to, I'm pretty sure, take out the glass on the Mira.
Yes, yeah. If you pop the little red bubble at the bottom, it just pops the Mira. So, as I saw in the drone phase, Twitch's little icon was faded out, so they did get 1 Twitch drone. They killed 1 Twitch drone, so they only have to worry about 1 other one.
Yep.
But that Twitch drone could throw away their whole strat.
Looks like Rutgers University pretty even on the sides. They only have 1 character spread out. Oh yes, taking out Imagine. Very fast into the round. The Vigil gets taken out almost immediately at the start.
Yeah, so that was a really good pick for Rutgers. You know, taking out that roam presence where the roam presence is essentially needed. So you have Jaeger also playing in VIP, trying to hold VIP by himself. And they're going to have Thatcher, and I believe they're going to have Thermite push through.
Twitch actually misses her drone throw, so she's forced to go from the first floor up with that drone. A little bit of a pain to kind of bring her back up, but just a small little mistake.
As you see, Toilet is repelled on the big window, and he's going to call out Thatcher inside of VIP. And he's going to...
Sophia getting the pick on Rapid. Buddy coming out strong with that shot.
So Buddy pre-firing into Theater and trying to, you know, pick off anyone peeking. You know, Smoke almost got that quick peek, and JMB's pushing out and not getting the kill as OES pushes behind and goes for the pinch, sees Miss Nautica, gets the flick on Miss Nautica. Now it is a 1v5 as Duzzy is downstairs. Sorry, he's upstairs.
Does he in the
like he was
1v5 situation can't bring it out. Flawless round for Rutgers University. Very well executed. Imagine going down early, kind of putting St. Clair at a disadvantage, maybe spreading them out a little bit too thin. Rutgers University able to pick them off 1 by 1 and take round 3 of this map.
Yeah, so, you know, with Imagine going down early on that roam, it essentially cut off a lot of roam presence, and for the team to roam, it's needed. It slows them down a lot. Now with a penthouse push, it is hard because you can essentially just get into sight right from outside, and it's hard to roam on the side of the map that you can enter through outside. But, you know, Rapid did almost a perfect job on holding VIP until he was pushed from behind. He wasted a lot of time from that VIP push.
Looks like Dokabi's
Attackers need to
out
locate and
for
defuse bombs.
Rutgers University, so St. Clair College needs to put their phones on silent, or else they're gonna hear that they're gonna hear them go off.
Yeah, Dokubi is a nuisance. There's a lot of nuisances in this game. You know, they have Echo, they have Legion. You know, there's just so many nuisances, and Dokubi is one of those where her ability is to give the defenders a phone call, and when you're defending or roaming, you get a phone call and you're trying to shut your phone off as well as roaming.
10 seconds left
It's
before
it's
insertion.
pretty hard to do.
Now, I was just kidding. You can't actually put your phone on silent, but that would be actually pretty OP if you could.
If you do stand in a mute jammer, you do not get a kill, or sorry, you do not get a call.
Okay, so
But
you can. There's no mute up for St. Clair, so they don't have to worry about that on the side of Rutgers University. They're just gonna be going for the spam calls.
Yes, so Dokubi taking a little bit of health down, I believe, on a spawn peek. So Duzzy playing Sunrise again. Gonna hold Sunrise.
Gets droned out by the Zofia, and she tries to go for that peek and tries to get the kill, but doesn't have success. It looks like there's someone playing in blue.
So essentially, they're gonna go for the same hold, waste as much time as they can with the blue hold, the blue bar hold, and the Sunrise hold, and that just cuts off a lot of the below destruction that they can cause. So as Sophia peeks into blue bar, she's not gonna find the Vigil. But, you know, Dokubi probably, the Vigil just, or sorry, not Vigil, Jaeger just got spotted out and tries to go for the pre-fire through the window, but Sophia Buddy is just going to wait for the peek.
Going for the concussion shot on the Jaeger. I wonder
A
if...
bomb has been
Oh yes, taking out JMBS, and it's refried by Miss Nautica up. And that is even held, but Duzzy and Rapid both go down, so there's no presence on the on downstairs. Both players holding upstairs. It's a 2v4 situation.
Yeah, so Imagine is going to be holding a lot. Oh, and impacted below. Bud E getting a kill on Miss Nautica, and it is down to a 1v4 with Imagine.
Imagine's phone going off and taken out from the stairs by Buddy. Buddy
E putting a lot of work for Rutgers University. They did, you know, he was holding that angle in blue bar for a long time, waiting for that Dokubi to peek in and get that kill. And so essentially he was the roam clear, and he was waiting, he was giving out the calls, and Amaru is not allowed to be picked, but switching off to the Nook. Ying Fuse cannot make up his mind, switching to every character he can.
playing a little bit of a mystery here as Capteo comes out for Toilet, and Mozzie coming out for Imagine. That's a different pick. We haven't seen Mozzie coming out, and Toilet switches over to Dokubi. Can't make up his mind all game. Being a little bit mysterious there.
Yeah, so he doesn't want casting to be easy.
No, he doesn't.
You know, he picks off any character he can, and then whatever character he ends up with, he just switches off.
Keeping us on our toes.
So yeah, that Mozzie pick is going to cut off a lot of the droning, which, you know, the Rutgers University does do a lot of droning. So Mozzie is going to be an essential part of this hold. As they hold hookah and billiards again, and Jaeger is going to set up his Jaeger devices behind the bar, and I'm going to guess on main stairs so that nobody else gets grenaded, and anywhere really that anybody's going to hold. And Duzzy's going to be playing downstairs on Pulse with that cardiac sensor for callouts or even just to push anybody.
So Twitch drone is taken out for Uyez, and like you said, there's only one more left, so they only have to worry about taking out one more Twitch drone before they don't have to worry about it at all. Pretty essential to get rid of those Twitch drones. Don't want to have that nuisance there.
Echo waiting for a rotate from sight, and you know, Pulse picking up the cardiac sensor, and gets
realizing that there's a lot of people there. Taking a lot of damage though early in the game, so he's down to about half health.
As well as Tack there. Tack is down to half health as well, about half health.
Scanning for the
Or,
Attacker's
sorry,
bomb
he's at about
diffuser has been dropped.
70-ish
Attackers recover
health.
the diffuser.
So both teams taking some damage, but you know Rutgers getting the advantage on the health margin.
Imagine playing those the stair position, waiting for someone to come in. Knows that Duzzy was taking a lot of damage from that area, so waiting to see if somebody follows up with entering through that side. Thermite on the roof. We have OES pushing in. I don't know exactly where that was, but
bomb detected.
we have IQ, Tack playing inside kitchen, taking out the drones. Rutgers University playing it really slow and passive right now. Slowing it down from the start of the round where they know they did a lot of damage, but maybe they don't want to play a little bit too aggressive. Don't want to give up early pick.
Now Bud E is pushing through, or sorry, droning through Sunrise. Going to drone out this Pulse, and he's going to get the call out and push in. Now as Pulse plays in that office area, sees the drone, shoots the drone, and he's just going to keep playing it.
If it
So we'll see. Ooh, almost getting the free fire. See now, Rutgers University pushing 2 people at once, getting the call off, and
Duzzy going down. I think he got taken out by the Dokkaebi.
yeah. So, you know, Toilet is, you know, just gonna push from behind and get the kill, and then Tack.
Tack taking out JM Beast, and Zofia Buddy trying to go for the shots from the floor, but doesn't seem to get anybody right now. Maybe he's getting pinged out. I don't know. It seems like they're very. They think there's somebody there.
There's a lot of people that do sit in that corner, so pre-firing it is somewhat a good idea, but there could be pings coming out as well. So Dopey's gonna go repel in this window. That SMG-12, a lot of recoil. So, you know, IQ getting Jaeger devices.
That's
Toilet
not
getting
getting taken out by Toilet
15
again.
seconds left.
Toilet putting in a lot of work this round, but they're down to 10 seconds, so Diffuser's about to go down. That's Zofia going down to Rapid. Rapid with a good pick, but Diffuser does go down, and we have Rapid in a 1v4 situation. Dokkaebi at low health, Tack at about half health. And let's see if he can pull this off. That would be pretty insane if he does, and he can't. Rutgers University taking the 3rd round in a row, going up 3-2 in this game.
Oh yes, just, you know, in sight, running around, just trying to get that pick on the 1v4, and essentially does, just because he knows he has 3 other players on his team holding angles, so if he died, anybody else could pick it off. So Rutgers taking the lead once in this, or so for once in this game, and Nook with on Toilet, so we're gonna see Nook, or possibly see Nook. For the first, no,
He does
switches
pick,
off.
He
so
does pick a lot of characters, so you can't be too sure. He's going to go with Ying, though, in the end. And we got JM Beast on Legion. I think on the scoreboard I saw JM Beast with 0 kills going into like round 6. Maybe maybe some little bit of problems getting countered with his ban earlier in the match.
yeah, the ban. I mean, it wouldn't play too much of a role on
Defenders,
defense,
detect your
yeah,
bombs from
but,
being
you
defused
know,
by attackers.
it when they go on offense, it could probably play a huge role. But you know, I've seen him die a lot
Attackers
from
have discovered the location
like
of a bomb.
below and above. So like from bad angles, it's hard to, you know, peek. So essentially, whoever's peeking it first gets the kill. And they're gonna go back to kitchen service as they lost upstairs, and Duzzy on the Mozzie this time.
So St. Clair Gaming losing 3 rounds in a row.
10 seconds left.
How do you want to see them bring it back for round 6?
I
5
just,
seconds
you
left.
know, that roam clearance, the roam presence the first round was,
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
they won that because of the roam presence. So imagine going for the spawn peek here, getting one and the diffuser. So imagine killing Parmy, and you know that's the diffuser and their hard breach. So there is no hard breach this round.
Crucial kill from Imagine early in the game. And as we hop onto Miss Nautica, looks like she's picking up some camera angles, but the camera's taking out. And we see a little bit of a slower diffuser. Hasn't been picked up actually by Rutgers University, I don't think. They're just taking their time right now.
So yeah, Rutgers University just picked it up, switch, but they're gonna try and still clear up that roam as Buddy and I believe
located
it
by
is sorry, not Uyes, it's Ying going up and pushing.
Yes, holding that angle outside of kitchen. Tack going for some wall bang shots, not getting anything though. Uyes going to hop onto the grapple, but I think he hopped off of it.
Yeah, so with this game you can do a lot of fake repels.
Yeah.
So you can make the noise, but you don't actually have to do it.
Oh, it looks like he ended up going to the roof anyways.
Yeah. So that could be used for a lot of reasons for fake repels, and then you know quick peek a run out just in case they run out, anything like that. But you know Pulse is gonna be, I believe he's gonna be playing, or there's no Pulse. It just looked like there was a Pulse 'cause the way he's sitting right there. But it's gonna be a Vigil. So they're gonna hard push him, and as Toilet gets to call, imagine the one sitting in the bathroom. And they're clearing out the roam. That's what they got to do. And as you've seen, as I was talking about, they have more than one pushing the roam. They have more than one person pushing the roamers, and that's because they're planning for someone to die. They're waiting for someone to die so they can get that refrag. You know, they don't want them to die, but just in case they do.
But they're ready for it.
Yeah.
So Rutgers University doing very well with their team coordination on that.
Rolling out.
Ying realizing that there's a Jaeger ready to eat up his caddies. Taking out some roof. Rutgers University going for that second level presence. They're looking to shoot down from above.
So Rutgers, the IQ, taking out the ADS so that Ying can throw her Candelas in. As you can hear, the Candelas are in. And Twitch just missing the peak on Miss Nautica.
Toilet taking out JMB, does it, taking out Tack, but it's Toilet refragging on Miss Nautica. So we have Duzzy and Rapid in a 2v3 situation against Bud, Uyes, and Toilet.
Attackers activating
Diffuser goes down. Rapid getting wall banged. So that's a 1v3 situation for Duzzy. Duzzy taking out one. Can he get the other two though?
As you see, there's one prone on the diffuser. There's one above as well. So we'll see how he takes care of this. And Buddy just holding a tight angle. And if Duzzy tries to contest this, essentially he's not going to get that kill. And the Zofia comes out, and Buddy
Rutgers University with prime positioning with the crossfire on that. Very well done.
Oh, he Zofia'd himself. He hit fired. So, it's essentially the roamers are getting taken down, and everybody is then pushing together. They push as a team, they kill as a team, they win as a team. It's a team game. You can't just run around and hope to get kills.
Looks like we have Ella coming out for oh yes, that nope, switching over to Pulse, tricked us again. But going into round 7, we have both sides switching. So St. Clair's on attack and Rutgers University on defense. What do you want to see? Like, do you want to see a repeat from Rutgers holds on defense last set? Looks like they had really good defenses last game. So
they did a very, very good job on defense with like I said, pulling the roamers from site and 6 picks from rook to rook. So they did a very well roam. They pulled people from site and threw them back upstairs just to waste more time. Because essentially, if there's no time, there's no plan.
yeah.
And so if you waste a lot of time, you can't plant, and you really don't need anyone on site. But you need to have people on site, because if they see that no one's on site, then they're just going to automatically push site.
It looks like Rutgers University going for not as many like roaming characters, a couple slower characters than usual. I think the fastest they have is Jaeger and Pulse.
Yeah, so Jaeger and Pulse are probably going to be their roamers, and Legion could be a soft roam, playing on those stairs and a little bit off site, but I don't expect to see him too off site. And so Bud E going for a
Attackers must
ruined
locate
spawn
and
peek.
defuse
Looks
the
like we have
bomb.
2 people going for the spawn peek here, Toilet and Buddy.
So Toilet going outside.
For the run out, but he doesn't get anybody. St. Clair cautious, ready for the run out. Maybe heard the door go down, but he's laying down prone. About to get droned out. So he gets droned out, running away. They realize that their mission has failed. We'll get him next time.
So Bud E having a suppressor on the MP5. Now the MP5 used to have a lot of damage, and it got nerfed. And so putting a suppressor on it just adds a lot more, or sorry, a lot less damage. And you know, you gotta click your heads on that.
Yeah.
So Pulse with a shotgun sitting in Sunrise with Jaeger. So Jaeger's in Sunrise.
Missed
Free
not-
fire to the door, but does not take any damage.
Both teams at even health. Nobody's taken damage yet as we are hitting the 2-minute mark for this round. St. Clair going for the slow approach, realizing that Rutgers University was willing to run out. Maybe they're still holding those tight angles. They don't know. Oh yes, taking out JMB's with a shotgun. JMB's having a rough time this game. Still, I don't think he's picked up a kill. Not having a very good game, but Rutgers doing very well to nullify the effectiveness.
Alright, so Ash peeking the Jaeger, taking a lot of damage, and you know, not really doing any other damage, but they're just pushing in. I believe they're pushing in one by one. So Buck's behind the Jaeger now, and I believe that Jaeger is going to rotate out of Sunrise.
Buddy going for some odd wall bangs, hoping he can get something. Maybe he's gonna get blessed by the Rainbow Six gods through the wall. But does he down to about no health practically, like just a tiny bit. I'd say maybe 20 health.
About 15, 20 health, yeah. So as you can see, Rapid pushing in on, I believe it is Buddy inside CC there, the service area.
Imagine
Buddy.
getting a nutty kill on Buddy. Toilet refragging on Rapid though. And as we see Tack taking out Duzzy from the stairs. Imagine refragging on Toilet. So that is a 2v3 situation for St. Clair. But there goes Hibana. And there goes Imagine. Oh yes, Eddie with a 3K that round. And misfire with his gun after the round. It happens, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, so there was a lot of blood that came off that pulse, so he hit his shots, but so the pulse with that shotgun is when he uses his cardiac sensor from below and you try and kill from below is really good. The pulse up close is really good. Essentially, really good.
Really good.
So, oh yes, Daddy with 11 in 3. So he's, you know, getting a lot of kills as well as Toilet and Buddy.
Rutgers University very even across the board with kills. St. Clair about the same, but at like a lesser number. And Blackbeard coming on JM Beast. Looks like he's about to 6-pick over to Nomad. And we have Mozzie on Rutgers University 6-picking over to Echo.
So he did go back to that Blackbeard pick.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Excited to see Blackbeard. Blackbeard's very good on this map. Good for those grapple spots, but they are on first floor, so grapple spots might not have as much of an effect going into the... Maybe he wants to pick off those roamers.
Yeah, so, you know, they're going to play the kitchen site, so there probably won't be as many runouts as there would be on any other site, but there's still potential for a lot of runouts. So Nomad is a great pick for even rotation cutoffs. For all the roamers, if you cut off a roamer in a room,
5 seconds to go.
they can't leave that room. They can leave the room, but they'll get air jabbed. And it'll give them
Attackers are heading
the
out to
prompt
defuse a
that
bomb.
they did get air jabbed and they can go for that kill. So Bud E holding an angle on the top of service door, waiting for someone to run by. And he has the SMG-11, so if he shoots, I feel like he's going to recoil into the door, and he might not get the kill. But we'll see what happens. As they go for a late read,
Imagine
there
with
it
the
is.
pick on Buddy. So that spawn peek not working in his favor. Imagine saying, psych, can't keep me with that spawn peek.
Imagine saying no. I already know that angle, and I know how to contest it. So Imagine getting the first kill. Now let's see if they can capitalize on the man advantage.
Does he with the quick rush into Sunrise. Going for the shot from the door, trying to get maybe like a shot to the wall. Maybe he can get something, but probably just wants to open it up for some sight lines. JMB's about to drone out the Pulse. So Pulse gets droned out. They know he's up top.
So, you know, they're gonna push this Pulse, and he has a shotgun, so it's gonna be a hard push. And Pulse missing all his shots on a drone with a shotgun.
It's not good. Juking.
Finally gets
Oh
it.
yes, around, breaking his ankles, causing him to reload so much.
Yeah, so now they have control of upstairs, and they can, you know, push this like they would. Does he control of the service center right there, or main lobby?
Does he
And
should be ready for this? 'Cause
Does he
they did.
doesn't know Pulse is behind him. He reloads, and Pulse with the shotgun. Does he doesn't know, and now it's down to a 4-4.
And it's refragged by Rapid.
And there's the refrag, and you know that's essentially what they have to do. They have to think someone is gonna die so they can get that refrag.
No, I think Duzzy should have been a little bit more aware of that. They did drone out the Pulse as shots are exchanged over on those stairs, but the Miss Nautica getting headshot from Toilet in sight.
So Tack is going down to about 2 health, and he's gonna have a little peek hole in the bathroom, and so whoever pushes this door, you know, is just
Getting
pre-fire.
wall banged, you know, 2 health, no health.
The pre-fire on the ground is good enough to get the kill, so he's gonna push in. Echo just missing the peek.
Unfortunate timing for Echo, but he goes for the repeak, and he's taking a lot of damage from
Echo-
the enemy player.
Echo down to about 20 health, and there's also a Blackbeard upside down rappel on the window, getting some shots off, some health, and he's down.
Seconds to go. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
St. Clair down to
10
about
seconds left.
10 seconds. Needs to get that defused, but both players going down, and we're down to a 1v1 situation with 4 seconds left. Toilet getting shot in the back, and St. Clair clutches up with about 2 seconds left in the round.
So, you know, with Toilet not knowing that IQ was in kitchen, he definitely should not have pushed. Sorry, not the IQ, but the Jaeger should not have pushed to get his kills. You know, if they didn't have intel and he was just pre-firing the diffuser, okay, but not knowing where that last person is, it's a hard push, you know, because stuff like that happens where you lose the round.
IQ being a little bit quiet in the back, waiting for it. Both players pushing into one side, going for the defuse, and both players going down there. So maybe he thought he was going to go in for the third peak, but turns out he was right behind you, and he wasn't there. So St. Clair clutching up to take a third round, and we are there at down 3-5 going into round 9. We see JMBs picking up the Capito. I think that's a reasonable pick, you know, taking off those sight lines with the smokes. You know, maybe they want to fire out some corners.
Yeah, you know,
Attackers need to
Capital on this
locate and
site
defuse as many bombs
is
as they
pretty
can.
good because they're going penthouse and theater, and if you smoke off theater and they're playing inside theater, you can get into the B site, which is penthouse, pretty quickly and just hold line of sight and cut off the roamer, or sorry, cut off the rotations and everything like that.
We can also see a mute coming out on Toilet, so it's a different pick than what we've seen. So what do you want to see the mute kind of cut off here?
So
10 seconds to insertion.
mute is just someone so that you don't
5
drone
seconds
sight
to go.
or drone your roamers,
Attackers are
whatever
heading
you
out
want
to defuse a bomb.
to choose to use mute for. But with that mute, it's going to be hard for them to know who's on site unless they kill the mute jammers, obviously. But with that pick, they're going to have an extra shotgun, and they're going to have an extra SMG 11, especially with the tack, the smoke, with his shotgun and SMG 11. So they have essentially 3 shotguns
It looks
on
like-
pulse, mute, and smoke.
It looks like Buddy faking the spawn peak, so maybe trying to get a little bit of knowledge on, see if St. Clair shoot back through that hole, see where they're coming from.
So Toilet not having a shotgun So they just have 2 shotguns. But Vigil wasting his, ability on this drone
He
and
gets
gets wall banged.
wall banged through
Or
there.
no, he
so-
didn't get wall banged. Imagine killed him from the roof
Okay, okay.
as he rotated out.
Imagine with the early pick, St. Clair at the advantage early in the round. Let's see how they can take this advantage to a win.
So now Smoke's going to hold a long angle on service. So if anyone enters through that service, they're going to have a lot of angles to peek. As Buck enters through, Aquarium, and Capitao is going to drone out VIP, long haul, 90 haul, everything like that.
I don't think they can get the drone away, can they? Yeah, they took out, looks like they took out the mute charge.
Yeah.
They call out the VIP, but not in that angle. Does he going for the wall bang, but there's nobody there.
Rapid as well on the roof, sees his foot, so he's going to try and get the kill, but just misses with fire. And, Capitao shooting through the window, just knocking down a little bit of health, about 25 health off of the mute. And C4 onto Miss Nautica, dropping the diffuser in hookah. And Pulse is rotating up with the shotgun, slow zone with the Capitao, but not enough. So Pulse is just going to sit on this diffuser. He calls it out, and IQ is essentially, he's just going to rotate out. And he's going to get killed from Duzzy on the Ash holding Aquarium.
Excellent job by St. Clair to single out that the pulse there, so he doesn't get any more picks with that shotgun. Very nice to see that they're finally cracking down on that roamer.
Yeah, so they're just going to push in through. They don't know anyone from Penthouse, and he dies from Penthouse. And Rapid getting the refrag, but
Smoke's still in the
is
corner.
still
I think
going
it
to
is a
waste a lot of
1v2.
time with this.
Smoke getting the
Getting
kill,
one kill.
Unimagine.
Slow peeking.
Attack into there, and St. Clair clutches up again with a nice 1v1 from Rapid to take down Tac. And now that's 4-5 for St. Clair. St. Clair slowly bringing themselves back into the game. Nice to see. It's starting to get a little electric in the room. Nice to see some competition coming in. Very close game.
Yeah, so like I said, I guess it was going to be a really, really close game because there's a lot of fraggers on both teams. But, with St. Clair back in this game, it is a really close game, especially even in kills, everybody has essentially the same amount of kills except for the top 2 fraggers for Rutgers with 14 and 11. So
Cavier coming out on, oh yes. So we're going to see another roamer come out. A little bit more sneaky than most characters. Cavier can get that interrogation off, then give up all the enemy positions. Echo, 6-picking an Echo.
yeah, so they tend to do that a lot. 6 pick the same character.
Can.
A lot of people just pick the 6 pick to say, hey, I got the 6 pick, you didn't. But so yeah, oh yes, Daddy, we're gonna have to see St. Clair push as a team and not alone. And Legion taking a little smidgen of health off of himself while making rotate holes, but not enough to affect anything. So Caviera going on her roam journey, and Echo setting up all his, drones and shields. And Toilet, I believe, is going for fake spawn peek, but Buddy, I believe, is going to finish it off for him.
Now, you say Tax, that little health isn't going to come anything, but I'm going to call you out when it comes down to a 1v1, and that small health is going to come down.
Yeah,
It means a lot.
that small health does mean a lot, but early round it doesn't really mean much.
Echo Army going for the spawn peak, but nobody home. So Rook looks like he's going to make another little hole there, trying to catch St. Clair out early. But they're ready for it. They're shooting back. They're like, hey, I see you. Don't do that stuff.
Caviera sitting in Penthouse as Jaeger getting a kill on Duzzy. So Toilet getting the opening kill.
Looks like Duzzy wasn't ready for somebody to be there, but perfect timing for Toilet to get that shot off on Duzzy.
Yeah, that was a very, very lucky shot there. I don't even think he saw him. I think he just saw the barricade break and him just pre-fire through the door. So as you can see, Cav is trying to break the vase. I believe she's going to go try and sit in that little vase area, which is a pretty good spot to sit. But imagine on the grenade, I believe, from above.
And gets the frag off, too.
So imagine killing Parmy on the grenade through the drone hole. So when you sit there, you need a Jaeger.
JMB's going down. I actually think I heard somebody say Kobe coming through that.
Most likely. But, you know, JMB is getting picked up. So it is back to a 4v4.
Toilet roaming around first floor, trying to get off some early picks. Imagine taking out Toilet, though. So that's St. Clair at the advantage right now. 4v3 situation.
So only if they had another grenade would they be able to kill that Rook. Sitting in the grenade spot. And we got Imagine pushing the balcony. JMB's droning for him.
I wonder if they're going to be ready for this because they know they killed somebody there already. Oh, they are. And Imagine getting shots off. And he climbs over. And Imagine gets the kill. But at the same time, oh, yes, Daddy takes out Rapid. So Caviar actually running the shotgun. The Spaz 15 overpowered. You know, you just keep shooting. You keep shooting. It does so much damage.
So JMB's taking out TAC, and oh yes, Daddy was so little health, and you know they are on site. Miss Nautica with the only one being full health. So let's see if they can get the plant down here and hold it.
1v3 situation, but you have Caviar with the most overpowered shotgun in the game and the most overpowered pistol in the game almost. Oh,
Cavi getting the one kill on the person with the most health.
But Diffuser goes down, so time's ticking.
Time is ticking. It does take 7 seconds to. Oh, Imagine almost with the wall, or sorry, floor bang. But Cavi just, you know, sitting downstairs waiting for any pushes, trying to play this slow, but
looks
almost hitting the impact.
Looks like all three characters have pretty similar health, and Caviar taking a lot of time to push up. Not even on second floor yet. Finally gets the second floor. And I don't think she can even defuse.
No, she does not have enough time to defuse. So essentially right now is the only time to get a kill. So Imagine with a 4 kills this round.
Imagine just showing them who's boss this round. And St. Clair bringing it up to a 5-5 situation. We have a close game. This is insane.
Yeah, 5-5. And I don't think we go to overtime.
I was just about to ask that question. But I agree with it. I don't think there's overtime in the rule set right now. So, is it 6 kills, 6 round wins, or is it versus 7 still?
I believe it's versus 7.
Okay. We have Hibana coming out. We have Hibana coming out and Amir coming out on Buddy. So. They're gonna. I think they're holding that one side up top again.
Penthouse and Theater. They're gonna hold with the Mira. You know, that's essentially where Mira's played. You can kind of play Mira in the kitchen. It's not as good here. So, you know, setting up the Mira reinforcements.
Rutgers University also taking out a Doc, so maybe getting that extra health off. A lot of characters went down to low health last round. Maybe wants to top them off.
Maybe, you know, if Legion impacts himself again, he can give him that extra
that
boost.
extra health. I told you that would come in handy, you know?
Yeah. So I don't think it would have came in too much,
no.
But, you know, that extra health, you know, does.
You see, actually, Parmy on the Legion this time, not impacting himself.
Yes, yes. He plays the impacts very smart. So, yeah, but we'll see how well they push this. Miss Nautica, you know, getting default cams, Mira and her voice lines. And Jaeger making a line of sight, I believe, in the
doing a lot of damage to those walls.
Okay, so Parmy is going to be playing the long angle, essentially, and there's going to be a lot of presence in not Penthouse, but Theater. It doesn't look like they have a lot of roamers.
Does he entering Sunrise, taking that early advantage into the first floor, looking for some roamers.
It looked like they had 4 people on Theater site for a second. Oh, they have the one roamer in, main lobby, and the rest look like they're upstairs. So essentially, there's only one roamer.
We have Jaeger roaming on the first floor.
Getting the call is JMB's taking the long angle. So as JMB's holds this angle,
Does he taking out Toilet earlier? So that's the roamer gone with minute 30 left. So he didn't, as you said, you know, the roamer wants to waste that time. He did not waste any time. St. Clair College making sure they get rid of him early.
yes. So, you know, does he pushing into the bathroom, and I believe there's going to be a smoke holding a long angle from upstairs in the hatch, which he doesn't know about. So we'll see how they push this. But, you know, the rest of the team is on site. So they have
Does he taking out Buddy?
Does he taking out Buddy.
That's the Mira down.
So they essentially have free roam of all the map. And they're calling out the shield. Sees the peak, but does not.
Does he taken down by Tack? Trying to get another angle is Imagine. Almost gets the kill off. That shield coming in handy to make sure that no shots come off.
So as you can see, the ping by JMB, they're giving the call out, and Miss Nautica pushing up the stairs, I believe.
And we have Rapid backing up Miss Nautica. It looks like going for the far flank. No, he's going to rotate back over to site.
So we have Imagine pushing into Hall of Fame, and we also have Miss Nautica opening up the hole in
Oh yes, taking out Imagine.
site in Penthouse. So oh yes, getting Imagine, and so that is crucial. JMB's getting the
nice
refrag.
shot on oh yes, and 7 seconds. They have to get this planner off. They're running out of time. I don't think they have time to get the. Do they?
Yes, the plant stops after the time stops when the plant is going down.
So they do get the plant down, but Tack takes out JMB's, takes out Miss Nautica, and taking out Rapid. Tack with the 3-piece to give them the advantage, take him to round 6. And gun misfiring at the end there.
So that was a nice clutch.
That was insane.
Tack on the rotate, which Nomad and Gridlock are for, but as you see, Gridlock is banned. So, you know, there was no Nomad, there was no rotate control, so he just rotated around, got the kill on VIP, got the kill on Miss Nautica inside Penthouse, and then also got the kill on, Rapid on the IQ. So, when that happens, you just got to know for next time, have a drone, have a claymore, or anything like that.
That SMG on smoke, putting in work. And we have the caviar. Nope, switches the pulse. Oh yes, Daddy, almost taking out the cavi, but switches the pulse. Taking out that shotgun. That shotgun came in handy for him in those rounds, getting a lot of frags out for him.
Oh yes, Daddy, liking his shotguns.
Oh yeah.
Shotguns on Cav, shotguns on Pulse. I'd be surprised if he played a shotgun on Rook and Doc. But, you know, there's a lot of shotguns to go around. So, but Pulse is a great operator for intel. As you can see, they don't really have intel. They just have the mute to stop the attacker's intel, the Legion for denial, entry denial, and the Jaeger to stop your grenades. And Smoke is plant denial. So essentially, Pulse is the only intel operator that they have. And Toilet looking like he's going to go for another spawn peek.
Just putting down the mute charge.
As he Smoke, shotgun, as well as Pulse.
Rutgers University really enjoying the shotgun play. So see if those shotguns come in handy while they're on match point here. Oh yes, going up on top of the that little hole in the wall.
The cubby is what I call it. So oh yes, and Toilet roaming and Bud E all kind of roaming close together, which is kind of what you want, but you don't want them too close. You want the refrag there, but you don't want, you know, two people getting picked off really quickly. So Pulse playing inside offices, and now moving into Blue Bar with his cardiac sensor, trying to get intel. Jaeger playing inside Sunrise, and then the rest, I believe, are on site. So as Miss Nautica drones out Sunrise, calls out the Pulse, and someone else drops down with.
There's two characters in Sunrise, both droned out. And St. Clair being a little bit cautious to push in there. Capitao putting down his... That's 2 frags for St. Clair. JM Beast and Rapid taking out Oh Yes, Daddy, and Toilet.
So both roamers are out of the question. So we'll see if Jaeger... I believe Jaeger was also on roam, and I don't know if Smoke dropped down, but I believe he did. So we'll see if Buddy rotates back up and see what happens now that they have the 2-man advantage, and Parmy getting the kill on Rapid. Smoke making some more shotgun holes for him to throw his smokes into.
Looks like St. Clair up on a 4-3 advantage for players on the map. And it's slowed down a little bit, you know, calm down. It's a little bit hectic for a second, you know, get those 2 frags and then the refrag by Rutgers
Bomb
University.
located by
But St. Clair
attackers.
taking their time to approach this one. I don't think he realizes there's someone in the corner here.
Yeah, I don't think
But
JMB's
he's
knows he got
taken
quick
out.
peek.
Buddy getting a nice pick on JMBs to bring it back to even odds. And Tack taking out Imagine, so that's down to 2 players, 2v3 situation. And Miss Nautica going for the stun, stuns herself.
So Miss Nautica stuns herself. Duzzy getting blown away by Tack in the shotgun. So now it's down to a 1v3 with Miss Nautica.
Miss Nautica in 1v3 to keep her team alive.
Going up on Repel as Jaeger doesn't hear it. But I believe he does now.
15 seconds
And
remaining.
he's just going to hold inside the smoke, taking
10 seconds.
damage. And
Nautica
there
going
goes
for the peak, but
Miss Nautica.
Rutgers University taking map 2, and that's the match, I think. Down 2-0 for Rutgers University. Excellent showing from them. They've showed that they are strong between both maps, but St. Clair showed a lot of promise on Coastline. That was a very close map. Great work for St. Clair College to bring it back and keep it really close.
Yeah, so, you know, Rutgers taking it 2-0, 7, I believe it was 7-0 and 7-5. So kills on each side here with double digits on everybody except for Parmy for Rutgers. And, you know, everybody had spread out except for Imagine with 13 kills. So the second game was a lot closer than the first, but, you know.
Second game was an absolute frag fest, except for Parmy, who was kind of like hopped in a little backpack there. You know, the team just like carried him around.
You know, and...
But it's whatever, you know, he was probably getting a lot of call-outs, you know, calling out those. I didn't see how many assists he had, but...
Intel is the game. If you have intel, you win the game. No, not essentially win, but you have a lot better chance of winning the game. And so he could just be sitting on a cam giving callouts.
Aside from the score for map 1, that was an extremely exhilarating match. You know, like the score doesn't tell the story because there was a lot of close rounds in game 1. But game 2, it was electric. You know, St. Clair keeping them on their feet, keeping it close. Nice game in game 2, but can't come out on top. Rutgers University taking both games. They're showing their strengths and showing that they're hot right now.
Game 2 coming down to a nail biter. But, you know, Rutgers University coming out on top. So the next R6 game, I believe, is Friday. And so we're starting a new league on Friday. So we'll see how well we do in that league as well. So tune in to the Friday stream, and that will be all from us. I am Braden Hyperkeo.
And I am Seymour. Thank you for coming out to our stream. And that'll be all for the night. Stay tuned for more on a future day.
Hellcat.